In our last session, there was a tense situation within a realm of the book known as the Elaskan Empire, or rather, as Navarre explained, this book was indeed all that was left of the Elaskan Empire, an entire empire of people reduced to ashes and born into the annals of history, literally, by their first and last historian. Verity had many difficult questions for Navarre to answer as he was getting near the center of the scene itself. Sile in particular was skeptical as to why the shadowy figures of the Elaskan Empire weren't attacking them with outright hostility, to which Navarre answered, "It has a way with words." From the other end of the spectrum, we had Adam himself and Fira, determined to see how things progressed, or rather Balasar, as the first historian gave his own viewpoint of the way of events shaping out. There seems to be a consensus between the two tales that Navarre called out to the Elaskan Empire in order to try and learn an ideal form of governance, but backed out of the agreement when he came to fear that Sigil might not handle the repercussions. And his attempted destruction of the book led to the clash between the two forces. There was a heated encounter between Balasar and Verity when they met each other at last. Adam not willing to give way, while Verity seemed intent on destroying what he presumed to be the cause of the altercation between Sigil's denizens and that of the memorandum and its despicable experiments. Verity held the creature to blame, while Adam shot back that words were a matter of pamphlets, and it was the sword that was to be held guilty, not the idea itself. Unable to come to a consensus of this, Verity continued to charge the entity of the last historian, while Balasar decided to grab Navarre and jump off into the void, attempting to force the truth out of him. Navarre stopped himself from falling, but it seemed that the harsh truth was simply just that. One had been used, and one perhaps had let itself be used. While the nature of the guilt was still being debated, a new question arose. Who or what exactly was being responsible for the current events going on now, given that neither the first historian or Navarre claimed to be responsible for the experiments and as to what its physical body was doing outside? The two entities, hostile to each other, managed to come to a brief moment of peace and reconciliation to send Adam and Verity out of their world and into the realm of Navarre's mansion. Just in time, it seemed, as a countdown was initiated to a reset. All doors and walls were barred and closed again, darkness filling the area, but the entities had taken a different turn, as it seems Navarre's body was not quite as encumbered as one might have led to believe. Some sort of amalgamation of the combination of two influences had caused it to rise again, an abomination of numbers and words, manipulating both with equal ease. Were it not for Navarre's initial blessings and Balasar's determination to find the truth behind the words, the group may well have been left unawary, fighting it out in the nether regions of the Empire of Elaskan, while this usurper continued its business. It was a battle hard fought to regain back control of friends and companions, to strike down the creature once and for all, upon which another great disagreement arose. Verity decided not to be stuck by Balasar, and stabbed the book through the portion which he thought to indicate the inky influence. Unfortunately, this caused the destruction of the entire book itself, including what last presence remained of Navarre and his two children intended for safekeeping. This seemed to break Balasar's last resolve to stand by the group, and upon returning to Sigil, Seeing Verity and Hayes run off again into the smoking prison to view the aftermath of the anarchist attacks and Rosa after them, Balassa seemed to come to a decision that perhaps this wasn't his place to stay after all. Alara at least seems to have a heart in the right place of taking care of the crew now, especially with so many of them in strange and critical statuses. And this is where the mission begins for today. Music. Okay, I'm going to try a different approach today. Oh yes, apologies. It was Verity who asked who was controlling the entity outside. But I'm going to start from a different approach today. Adam, you up?
Yep.
What are you
It's
currently
Balasar, sorry.
thinking?
It's Balasar.
What are you currently thinking?
My thoughts right now is that this is not my place to be. I don't belong here. What else? People are so stupid to think that their decisions are the right one. Let's see. They keep thinking I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass when they're so blind to their own foolishness.
Balasar or Adam?
It is Balasar and Adam
beautiful.
collectively. It's more Balasar actually. To be fair, Adam doesn't have such angry thoughts.
What does Adam think then?
Well, Adam thinks Adam's more in like a melancholy thought kind of thing, like there should have been a way to save the kids and the historian and the people, and he doesn't blame Verity for it, but he at the same time he does feel a little alienated, and it's been a long time coming, but he feels ousted in a way, that like his words have no weight in the group, that he has to resort to another harsher, more angrier version of himself to get anything done. That's Adam's thoughts. Yeah.
Right. Adam or Balasa, looking around, it seems that you're not quite the only one out of place here. Do you have the Sigil map open?
I do not. Actually, let me have it open really quick.
Okay, it's open in the Roll20.
Okay, yeah, it's open in the Roll20. Okay, yeah, sure.
As you all stand before the prison, Alara, you ready yet or not yet? Okay, Alara, you're trying to take count of the people you have with you. And this is what you can determine. Kurok is pretty battered, even for his large, curmudgeonly self. His movements are ungainly, he's slightly short of breath, and looks somewhat dazed from time to time. But he nonetheless shuffles over to where Adam is and claps a shoulder over him. Is it Adam or Balasar now?
It's a Balasar right now.
Claps a hand over Balasar's shoulder. Hang in there. And meanwhile, Alara, Gasket the kobold seems to be thoroughly concussed from the mental blast earlier. Purple smells flowery, green is upside down. Left, right, all for round. People are shaking him and trying to get him to respond. Seru, the Arakokra, is comatose, it seems. Bruised and battered around as well, and somewhat frothing at the mouth a bit. Imaltar has wounds all over him, and some of the joints are bent at odd angles. He's also very much comatose. And Ahi seems like he's taken less hits than the others, but well, he's looking at you strangely. Alara, how are you handling this?
I think for the first time, people are going to see some form of moisture under her eyes. So she's like trying not to cry. It's moisture. She's sweating out of her eyeballs.
What are her thoughts?
She has to get herself and all these people to the 12 fractals, get them situated, try and find a nurse or somebody that can tell her what is going on with the people who are sick.
Okay, these aren't thoughts. These are directives. What are her emotional thoughts? Or is she displacing it completely?
That is her thoughts. Like she's on take care of the crew mode.
No, as in Adam's thoughts were emotional.
Yeah, she doesn't have emotional thoughts in
So
time
Alara
of...
completely displaces them.
Yep.
Right, carry on.
Yeah, so she has... Because she doesn't know what to feel, because they all went in under her request. So now she has to take care of them. And whatever emotions she has buried them, because there are things to do.
Okay. As you're mulling over what to do, there's a scattering of little feet near you, and she's bleeding in several places, her robe's cut, and like she's shaking her head something fierce, but she holds the side of her chin to look at you. Alara, where's Noelle? No, where's Rose? Where's Rose?
Rosa went with... out of character, I can't remember. She went with...
Haze and Verity and Sile.
Yeah, okay. She went...
That's what you see, you don't know that Sile separated.
Yeah. She followed Haze, Verity, and Sile to go speak to the people in charge. Why?
Just like that? Just like that?
Well, it's kind of a shit show right now.
Any instructions? Did she leave any instructions?
No.
Did she say when she was coming back?
None. No, she didn't. She left. While I'm trying to make sure everybody from this crew is doing marginally better, at least not half lying on the ground.
As you're saying this, looking around, you're standing in an open area known as the Petitioner's Square. And then you see in the distance, the prison isn't the only place smoking. There's commotions going along. Towards the eastern side, where the curvature bends around. Okay, ladies, what 29 and 30? Can you see it?
One moment.
Right. I need everyone to open the sigil map. This is important.
Okay, 20.
Got you.
29.
Okay. You make out what seems to be temples.
29?
You make out what appears to be temples, 29 and 30. One more ornamented than the other, and there are mercy killers banging on the doors of the temple going, we know they are in here. Bring them out. These are temple sanctuary grounds, sir. We should get them out. If there are any prisoners in here, we need to know. And around you, in the Petitioner's Square, there are people running back and forth, reacting to the chaos as well. It's like, clear the way, law enforcement coming through. Civilians, return to your homes until the situation's taken out. Civilians, lady, you need to get up and move. There are people. Law enforcement, contact. Communications are down, sir. Let's get them up again. Alara, before you know, Noelle looks around and shakes her head. We need to get somewhere else. We can't stay here.
Help carry all these people. We're bringing them to the 12 factors. Or is there a... It's the lady's word, right? How far is the 12 factors from here?
Noel points out, it should be to the north and west. You might have to cross the courthouse on the way.
I know the lodging there is at least better than everywhere else.
Come on.
I mobilize people who can still stand and carry.
Okay.
And we... Are there any carts?
None that you can see.
Okay.
There are people with carts, but they're running back and forth. Some are carrying injured people, some of whom are wearing uniforms, and some carrying rubble as well. The area there seems to be in a certain measure of chaos around.
Okay.
And then there's a loud blaring sound from the north. Can you see the ladies for L27?
27. Tower of Worm?
There's a tower of some kind with a large smoke chimney, and there's a discordant blaring noise just sounds across the ward. You can see the roof sliding aside, mercy killers shouting at each other from the tops, and some kind of winged, drakish looking creature rises and is set forth with a bellows. Go, catch them, chase them down. As more bells are rung out through the quarters itself.
Once everybody's mobilized, we'll start walking. As soon as she can see a cart that is free, she's going to...
There's no free carts. There is 0 free carts.
Yeah, if she sees one, she's going to try and flag it down, but otherwise they're going to make a beeline straight to the 12 factors to get everybody situated and safe.
Kurok still leaning on Balazar. Balazar, you can carry things, can't you? Will you stick around just a bit longer?
If it was anyone else, Kurok.
We go because we are needed, not because we are called. That's how Turokma works.
Very well.
And he turns to Alara. Alara,
Cora.
when this is done, all debts are cleared.
So it is. But at the moment, everyone needs to be
We'll help.
fixed. Okay.
Kurok goes up, grabbing up Gasket in one hand as a Jorma and Mayweather trying to treat him later, move him now. But no, it's not recommended by Zinzas Light. If you move an injured patient, some of the wounds may fester and benefit.
Shut up!
Alara, surely you're not moving them?
We have to move them. Otherwise, they'll get even worse if we stay in the middle of here. As you can see, everyone and everything is a shit show. I don't think you want to be treating anyone right now.
Noelle moves ahead of the group, seemingly quiet in her thoughts, and others seem to follow along. In the meanwhile, okay. Kian, can you hear us? Kian, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, for Verity, Haste, and Rosa, you run from the prison past L25, recognizing the flowery colors of Geldup's bakery, where not too long ago you were happily buying cakes and pastries. The counter is flipped over as some kind of a barricade, and you can view the baker and several customers looking up and they start pointing me. Officers, they ran that way, quickly catch them! And they're pointing in different directions towards the Advocates Row and down the Governor's Mile.
It's 20.
L25
okay.
to the left.
Right next to the prison.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
They went that way! They went that way!
Ah, shit.
Where is Rosa pointing us?
Yeah, where is Rosa's thing pointing?
'Cause she's
Further west.
They
Alright.
are pointing at?
Further west.
No, and they are pointing at the escape
They're
prisoners?
pointing all directions.
They're
It
pointing
seems that,
everywhere.
like the prison break was a break.
Yes, we're
Okay,
following
okay.
Rosa.
Yeah, your friend also. Before that, Verity will try to communicate with Arya.
You
And
get
it's like-
nothing.
but it's a telepathical
Your
link.
headset is not responding.
But Arya is a different link.
Oh,
Your
Arya.
head-
Telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Verity will ask Arya,
Let-
how is it in
how
the
much
city
is Arya's
barracks?
hit points?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
What?
What is Arya's maximum hit points?
Let me have a look.
That's not a good question.
Nuh-uh.
Raising all the red flags.
Yes.
Arya.
The horse dies.
It's okay.
She
can
has
resummon.
33.
Okay.
33
She might
points.
survive this.
Why?
What is going on here?
No,
No.
she doesn't.
What is
There's
this?
no response from
Can I-
Arya. Looking up back the prison, you
house
can see some of the
exploded.
direction the smoke is rising from.
Oh no.
Yes, putting 1 and 2 together.
So basically, city barracks got hit as well then.
One expects.
Wait, do you park at the prison or city barracks?
The city barracks.
Okay, then alarmingly, she's not responding.
Oh,
Wait, city barracks is not up in smokes, right?
You can't see from
Can't
this
see it from here.
distance.
And she's not responding.
Alarmingly. What might have happened?
Verity will call a few times, but still no response. Shit, he doesn't have any spell slots.
Meanwhile, Verity to the north.
Right.
To the north at Ladies Ward 24, Penbrum's Parchment Papers Warehouse. There's fire. It's also on fire.
Oh no.
And like you can see a pair of Harmonium
Paper
officers trying to either climb in or pull people out or such. Is unsure.
Are there any other Harmonium officers besides the ones that I'm seeing right now on the road? Like
There
enemy.
are more mercy killers running around here than you can see. Harmonium officers seem to be elsewhere.
Shit. We are going west, right? Following Rosas.
Sure.
Is it?
What?
How far is the parchment thing, that place?
Maybe
It's quite near, right?
maybe a 10 minutes run or something.
He doesn't really know what happens to the HQ, but he can't contact Arya, so he's a bit worried.
Okay.
Okay, Verity will try.
Back out a bit. What are Verity's thoughts at the moment?
He has a lot of worrying thoughts right now. A lot of worrying thoughts. Okay, he will try to communicate with Sayo right now. Like, morning signs everywhere, man. He tries to call Sayo.
Your headset is not responding.
Even more worry thoughts right now. What is going on? He's also partly confused, like super confused.
Okay, let's try and separate this out. What's the first most pressing thought?
HQ
Oh.
and Sayo. The most pressing thought is shit. Have to choose between. Yeah, he'll be okay. Sayo actually went off being all okay and stuff. He's gonna trust Sayo to take care of his stuff. He's worried about HQ. He tries to call Aram, no response as well, right? Com doesn't work.
Nope.
HQ. Okay, this is what he's going to do. He's going to talk to Hayes.
What does he say?
Hayes, I don't think any of our communication is working right now, and I'm really worried. Arya isn't responding, and I can't contact anyone.
Okay. At this point, Hayes probably stops running and tests out his communication device. It also doesn't work.
Not working.
What else does Verity say?
And then he turns to Rose. And then he will actually tell Rose,
Sorry, Lady Rose. I have some important matters to attend to, but I think it's good to have Hayes to go with you to find your teacher. But I'm afraid I apologize. I have to return to the city barracks.
Indeed, the small
Communications
one would
cannot.
die.
Yeah, I can't communicate to anyone. I'm really worried for Arya as well. But Hayes, would you mind if you help Rose?
Hayes nods and
Try to find her teacher as soon as you can. I know you can run really fast.
points
And
the way.
if you found her or if you do not, come back to the city barracks as soon as possible.
Understood.
and then Verity will start running off to the HQ.
Yes. And Hayes and Rosa will continue.
Rose, did you catch all of that? Rose? Lina?
Is she there?
Lina
Yes.
senpai.
Is she there?
Sorry, I forgot that I muted on Hangouts itself.
There.
Did you catch all of that?
Yep. Yeah, Rose is pretty worried right now. She's like, oh no, this is going even wronger than wrong.
Rosa's thoughts.
Rose's thoughts is mostly like Sarmia is out there somewhere and she has to at least get to Sarmia. Get Sarmia back to the team. She wants to do everything at once right now, but she's like, how do I cut myself? Where is the Kagebunshi no Jutsu?
Exactly Verity's thoughts. Verity is like so many things. Very thoughts.
You see, if Rose cuts herself, it's only because she
Okay.
thinks she will split into two.
So what is Rosa's #1 priority now?
Sarmia, that's why she's leaving everything else, but she's dragging She's dragging Verity and Hayes both with her, so she feels really bad, but they were going to see the prison anyway, so that's really good. Now Verity has something else to do, so that's really bad.
Okay.
But Hayes will be with you.
That's still very bad because, you know, Hayes has to be with her because she's suddenly here and small, and Hayes cannot go with Verity because she's here and small. And she's like, fuck, what am I doing? This is gonna go really bad.
Just go to your teacher. Find your teacher.
Find your sensei.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just focus on pointing.
Is
the
there
way.
any point in asking about Hayes' thoughts at the moment?
No.
Yeah, she's trying to ask, are you sure that it's really alright for you to be away from Verity in this situation?
This
Like-
one will not leave you to be killed.
Exactly, I know. Hey, I would be so dead if you guys leave me right now, but I feel like, oh no, I feel like this is going all wrong. How far does the Sarmia Sping feel like?
It's westwards. Maybe another 20 minutes run.
How far are we from where the team was?
I say you
About-
have a 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes head start.
Hey, what do you think? Do you think Verity will be alright?
This one believes you will be fine. Officer
Alright.
Aram has left beforehand.
Alright. If Verity will be alright, I think we can look a little further for my teacher. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Which way?
She points to the west. Further down there.
Okay. Rosa and Hayes run westwards, and the great building of the city court comes into sight. The marble columns, the ordered structure, shining like a beacon in the ladies' ward. Today, however, instead of orderly lines at the court, there's a gathered crowd thronging around. You can see some parts of the building are blackened with windows blown out and smoke rising from the clock tower. There are orderlies all around waving off the crowd. All cases are adjourned until further notice. Return to your duties, citizen. All cases are adjourned. Hayes continues on.
Yes. As long as Rosa is pointing him in a direction, he will more or less ignore everything else and just follow.
Okay.
Is it further west?
And you come in front of the building known as the Interplanar Importers Merchant House and Restaurant, L9. And then
L9.
you see a
Okay.
you see a fancy looking building and cafe with a sign put up in nice bright letters. And what seems to be stables to the side and areas for people to dock and exchange goods and display them. Today, however, there's a bunch of angry people in front knocking doors. Like, what do you mean the portals are closed? I have urgent goods that should be sent hours ago. Open up. And the workers are from behind the door going, we're apologizing. There's a dimensional anomaly. Please stay put until it subsides.
Mm,
What do you mean dimensional anomaly? All portals are closed, sir. We can't help it. It may be her serenity's doing even. Please stay put and return to your houses. Rosa, signal seems to be coming from inside.
What? What? Oh. Okay. Hey, she's gonna point to Hayes. It's in there. We have to go in there. It might have something to do with the portals.
All right. What does the building look like?
Okay, if you like to zoom in on your little map, imagine it looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Whoa. It's huge. Not to scale, I assume.
Not to scale, but as in there's a simple front door and like two windows to the sides where the top you presume to be offices and maybe some stayovers for people working there and the clerks. And towards the rear should be some kind of a portal room, presumably for like deliveries.
Does Hayes know what Sarmia looks like?
Has Rose ever taken the time to explain what Sarmia looks like?
No.
Then Hayes.
Okay. There's a person outside, right? That looks like he works there. That was telling them.
Well,
oh, the
rather he's
portals are
telling
all
from
closed.
behind the door because right now he's quite afraid of the angry people saying like, "You're the interplanar importers. What do you mean the portals are closed? You're supposed to be reliable, damn it."
I see.
Hmm.
And the big crowd is still gathered here, right? It's not showing any signs of dispersing.
Well, only a few of them are vocal. The rest are more taking the stances. Well, if the delivery is late, I suppose I will have to contact my lawyers and stuff like that.
Ah, okay. Rose says that she's inside, right?
Signals from inside.
Okay, so Hayes will walk around the building to see like where inside, like which section of the building, and is she on
There
like
is a
ground
particular
floor
part,
or?
ground floor, but there's a particular part with no windows where you presume is the portal room.
And that she seems
Rosa
to be
at this
from there.
proximity can feel the presence of 6 portals but deactivated.
6. Wow, that's a lot.
Deactivated.
Yep. Okay. Well, I don't think. Okay, never mind. All right, so it's just deactivated. Are they all on the ground floor?
Yes.
Wait, where was the locket? It just fell inside, is it? Not
Yes.
on any specific floors also.
Ground floor, I guess.
All right. Okay. All right. She's gonna.
So
Yeah.
after that, Hayes will walk towards the front door, or if there's like a side door, then the side door.
The
Where
front
there's
door.
less crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. The front door is the main entrance. The side, well, it's not exactly a door so much as like, some kind of a shutters where they deliver like the bigger goods with a wagon and such.
Mm-hmm.
It's
everything's
closed and locked up at the moment.
Okay, front door it is then.
Okay, front door.
But the
Right.
front door is being blocked, right? By many,
No,
many
it's the
people.
side. No, there's only one front door and a side door.
Yep,
Side
so
to
the front door is where the crowds are, isn't it?
Yes, and then the door is closed, and then the person like occasionally peeks us. I'm sorry, but we can't. I'm sorry, sir. Again, we're doing our best. That sort of business.
There is a
I
person
don't-
of interest inside.
I forgot that you're authority.
Will you
The
allow?
door is closed again.
Oh, he didn't say anything.
No, as in like they're not even looking for badges right now. It's more like
Okay.
close the door every now and then, open it, and say, we are contacting the boss. We're contacting the boss, and close it again. We're trying, close again.
I don't
Kid,
think we
get
can.
down.
Hmm.
Kid, get down.
Do you think should we break in?
I think Hayes will probably just wait there until the next time he opens it, and then when he opens it, he'll just like put his hand on the door so it doesn't just slam shut again.
Okay, here's the thing though. As you're trying to get there, it's like the customers tell, "Hey, we're here first. Get in line."
Do they not move aside once they see that I have
Are
a
you
badge?
displaying your badge?
Yes, I display my badge.
Authority. Police
Okay,
brutality.
this is what happens when you display your badge. It's like, okay, there's two mixed reactions. One is like, Harmony officer. Wait, where the hell were you when the court blew up? Like, aren't you supposed to be taking care of this? That's one half of the response, and the other half is like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. You see, they're holding onto my goods, are perishable. Like, I need them like 1 hour ago, and there seems to be two schools of arguments here.
Hayes will probably ignore all of them and just push his way to the front and to the door.
Intimidation or athletics for this.
All right, let's see. Need to get up my character sheet.
You don't have your character sheets ready. Come on, guys.
I forgot that rolling was a thing that we did. There we go.
All right. You easily muscle your way forward towards the front door, and like, okay, we managed to get a signal from the. Oh my god! He closes the door again.
Can
you
I
try and
stop him
jam
from
it.
closing the door? Yeah. Like I just like wedge my arm there. So it's like,
Okay, this is an initiative check.
oh no, my initiative is not the best.
Do I need
That's-
to? Does Rose need to prepare her initiative as well?
Yes, Rose make initiative as well.
Oh,
Rose, you see he's about to close the door. What do you do?
is it within reach? Can I
Yes,
jam?
you're on haze.
Okay, I'm gonna jam my bow. I'm gonna jam my bow in with
Okay.
the door. I'm gonna say stop.
jam-
Wait.
No. But please wait your turn. Don't try and come in. There's still
There is a person of interest inside.
Look, we're trying to sort out the temporal anomalies. If the machines blow up, there could be an overlapping.
Rose is gonna tell Hayes to slink in with his shadow. Do your shadow thing.
I can't bring you in, you know that, right?
It's okay. I can step in. I can like waste a spell slot.
Okay, sure. Can I see inside?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will shadow step in.
And Rose will use Misty Step.
Okay, Rose Misty steps. Right. Hey, you're not supposed. And then like the door slams shut after Rose disappears, and immediately there's a lot of customers pounding outside. Hey, why did they get in?
Because we have magic. You
Don't push
fools.
the door down. It seems that your own brazen entry in has encouraged the crowd to be of a like mind.
Oh. Well, sorry.
Okay, anyway, directions.
Okay. Rose, you
Yes.
follow the directions quickly past the front counter,
Mhm.
and like near the door now, there's 3 different workers trying to struggle to keep it shut against the crowds, and the door's being thumped pretty hard. One area has been fenced off towards the portal rooms, and you can hear like thrumming and crackling noises
In one of the portal rooms.
from the portal room.
Is that where the thing is coming from?
Yes.
Okay, we head over there as fast as we can.
The door is closed.
Yes, the door is closed.
And I
Like to
assume
try
locked.
the doorknob.
Is it locked?
You all are not
No.
being stealthy about this in any way, right?
No.
No. I guess. Well, everyone else
you,
is making
you
noise,
open
right?
the door. Oh wait, no, the door's locked.
Oh yeah. So everyone else is being noisy inside, right? Or is that area? I don't
This
think
area
that.
is relatively quiet.
Or is it? Wait, they are trying to resolve the planar anomalies, but they're not doing it
Presumably,
at the
they're not
portals.
shouting while doing so.
No, I mean they're not doing it at the portals. I mean,
No, as in the portal room to get in there is locked.
I see. Is there any of their persons around? Do they look like they're trying to get
No
in
one
or
around.
no one?
If
Okay. Yep.
if your friend is in there, they will hear you if you call out.
Well, she's with the enemies. That's what we know.
Hmm.
Rose is going to go back to the counter again and ask, "Hey, aren't you guys repairing the portals? Why isn't anyone in there? I mean, like, why are your people in there?"
Make 3 opposed grapple or athletics checks.
Oppose
Because you're
grapple.
not supposed to be in here.
Aren't they busy holding the door?
Can I do strength saves?
They see like someone snuck past, they're going to try and grab her.
Can I do
Oh,
strength
no.
saves?
No.
No, it's acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, acrobatics. All right. 1, no, 2,
Grab.
3. No, why? Why you do
Grab.
this to me?
Grab.
The fuck?
Rose, Hayes, Rose goes to that side. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. Get out. 3 people run to Rose, grabbing her, and like the door bolt is beginning to fail as they open. Okay. Instead of the door, they open the window to chuck Rosa out. Do you want to do anything in return?
Oh no.
They scream, "Officer on duty!
Oh,
Officer
fucking
on duty!"
window!
Can I shadow step to in front of the window what they're trying to?
You can.
Yes, I will do so. This one
Just
is with
because
me.
I'm small, you guys are so racist.
No one is supposed to be in here.
Who is
Where-
inside the portal room?
Our technicians.
Hayes will look to Rosa. Is your friend a technician?
She works with the planes. I mean, she's quite good with portals. But
Is knowing that she is here enough?
no. She's gonna ask the people, are they still trying to throw her away? Wait, is there a
They're very
tiefling in
angry
there?
about- Look, after you all got in here, everyone's getting the same idea.
Well, I'm sorry, but officers on duty. Not like she's not an officer, but still officers on duty.
You're not an officer.
He is. Points to
Answer
his-
the question and we shall leave.
Okay, I'm going to make a little roll. What's the question again?
Is there a tiefling in there? A lady, tiefling lady.
No. I think so. What does this matter to anything?
Who is she with?
Don't you? The door bursts open and customers come flooding in. You have to act now or you'll never get another chance.
Are they still holding on to Rosa or have their
They let go because now
okay.
they're
Is Rosa going to run to the door? Like the portal door?
Yes.
Okay. Then Hayes will bamf to the portal door, and it's made of wood, or is it like reinforced?
It's a steel door.
Well,
Rose is thinking if
adamantine is stronger than steel.
anyway, Rose is thinking in the
Customers
flurry
fly
of the
into the
customers.
center room as you jump past, and they head in the other direction towards where like the loading bay should be and such. Some are even
Okay.
running up the stairs.
Ah, distraction. Excellent. I don't suppose Rosa knows how to lockpick, because if like she just stares at the door, he's just gonna pull out like his door opener and try to open the door.
Yes, I do not have any lockpicking tools.
Okay. I'll attempt to javelin through the opening, like the lock area, hoping that it's not like barred.
You hear voices from the other side. Hey, what's the big idea? We're still working on it.
Any voices that Rose recognizes?
No, that's
No,
not my
it's a male
teacher's
voice.
voice.
The door is too tough.
Right, as in,
Perhaps
you're breaking through, but as in they interpret it as someone banging on it because your thing hasn't broken through yet.
Does Rose want to say anything?
Yes, Rose wants to say something. She wants to try to say something.
Go.
She wants to say. I don't know what she
What
wants
you
to say.
say had better be important.
No, she's going to say something that is not important. Something like she's gonna pretend to be. She's
What you
just
say
wants to
is
say
critical to what happens.
Yeah, she's just going to say something to make her voice be heard. So she's going to say, "We're here to provide you backup. This needs to be backup now. You're taking too long." So she's going to say something like that.
What sort of tone are you trying to convey?
Urgency.
Urgency.
Like, why isn't this up yet? This needs to be up now.
Authoritative?
Yeah. Yep, not intimidating, but yeah, more like this needs to be up now. If you guys can't finish it, we're coming in to help.
Okay, this is either a deception or performance check. You have advantage on this.
Decepticon. They are both like
Good
hold on.
luck.
They are both +0. Ah,
That's
yeah,
not bad.
19.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's some muttering inside. As someone heads over, as like you hear the sound of footsteps behind the door, and like some kind of bolt is being drawn back. And the door opens into a room. Well, or the door opens slightly first, and you see a man's face there. He's he looks human, and well, like there seems to be in need of a good shave. His face is covered with grease and soot and disheveled hair. He's going, all right, Becca, what's the plan now? Everything went shit as soon as we... Who are you?
She's going to say, how the hell are we supposed to say anything if we can't even see what's happening inside there? And she's going to try to force herself in.
You're trying to what?
She's trying to sneak in.
Sneak? You can't sneak.
No, I mean like like force herself way in because she's short, so she's like going to force between the legs.
This is going to be either acrobatics or...
Please. Yeah, finally.
Okay.
At least I don't get thrown.
You slip through carrying the same demeanor. Okay. You make out two uniformed men in the uniform of the interplanar importers who are who seem to be out of the 6 portals. They seem to be focusing on trying to restore one of them. Like one of them has a thaumaturgical device in hand with his emitting strange little noises at random intervals. The other one has his hands pressed down against the ground where you can see runic symbols spreading outside. Come on, work.
Okay, Rose is
There
going to...
is There is also another man besides the first one in there who is armed with a sword and has it pointed at the technicians and as if like trying to get them to work faster. And the last person in there is a woman whom you recognize.
Was the first guy that came to the door in the uniform as well?
No.
Okay. So
that means
he
only 2
he just
people
looks
are
like
in
a
uniform.
grimy, icky person.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What do you do? Hayes doesn't see any of this.
The woman looks at you and says, Rosa?
Rose is going to when Rose sees her, Rose is immediately going to look away. So does she still want to call Rose's name? Because like obviously Rose recognizes her, but Rose is going to make a pass of not recognizing her. Is she gonna call Rose's name?
Yes, she does.
All right.
Rosa?
Okay, then that means she feels it's safe enough. She's going to ignore that name call and she's going to say, let the man in and close the door before the customers get in. Technically, she's asking Hayes to come in as well.
Does the guy let
Hopefully,
Sarmia stands up.
Sarmia's name calling.
Sarmia stands up, holding both hands out. The man turns like, Sarmia, you recognize her? And the man at the door and the armed man immediately freeze into place and fall over.
Yes!
Oh, ruined. All right, he's enters.
Okay, she's going to look at Sarmia, and the only people left are the...
The two technicians immediately drop their equipment, raise their hands. We have no idea what's going on. We're just asked to work on this, and they're pulling out weapons. And officer, please.
Okay, Rose is going to go in and hug Sarmia. It's like, finally, my mommy, come back.
Can Rose apprehend these? Can Hayes apprehend these two people?
You can. Sarmia doesn't hug Rose back. In
Okay.
fact, she feels stiff and hard beneath it, and she says, this is when she says, they say there was to be a jailbreak, just a jailbreak. They used Rosa. I tried so hard to get away from all of it, from this, but it just never ends.
It's okay. We're here now. You can come away with us. But is there more of them? Is it only these two?
There's always more of them.
Right now, here.
No, not at the moment.
Then we'll apprehend these people.
Do whatever you want with them.
Okay.
I have to go.
What do these two guys look like?
They look like off the street roughs. You wouldn't really give them a second look normally.
Oh, okay. Do they look similar, like the two people, or is one clearly like the brains?
You can't say anything about them.
All right. Well, Hayes will tie both of them up with rope, and then realize.
Sarmia is not waiting for them to be tied up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rose can talk to Sarmia, so that's fine.
Yeah. So Rose is going to look at Sarmia, and she
Rose, were you followed?
I can't, but I'm expecting you to come back, at least after Nazuka is gone.
Were you followed by Nazuka?
No, he's not. We were back from a mission, and I straight away tried to find you when I saw the mess. I don't think he knows that I know that you're here. I know you need to get away. At least I know that you're safe now. You're not tied with anything.
She holds a hand. Okay. Up to this point, has anyone cast Detect Magic since returning?
No. I don't know.
Sarmia circles her hand around, detecting magic.
Okay.
Okay. Rosa,
Yep.
you have a pin, right?
Yes.
That's in the shape of a leaf.
Yes. My precious pin. What you do?
It's glowing with the same magic that Sarmia's own is glowing. Use
Okay.
locate object on hers.
Yeah.
She's staring at your pin now.
What is wrong? She's gonna ask Sarmia what is wrong.
He knows.
Oh, fuck.
Rose, you're not the only person that can use locate object, apparently.
Oh, fuck. Well, like I said, before he gets here, you can get away. And I know that you'll need to get away. I know that you can take care of yourself if you know where you're heading, right? But come back to us soon. We're at the 12th fractal, but he's also there. I don't think I have any way to contact you anymore, but you need to come back to us.
What do I come back to?
The crew will be heading out again. After all this is done, you need to be there.
And what does the crew mean to you?
This is like, besides you and Sorrentina, this is the first time that I have a really big, a real family. I want us to all to be together. You and Sorrentina definitely have to be there when we leave. Just like on the ark, we're gonna leave together.
Hayes, there's a sound of footsteps from behind outside the door.
Ooh. Have I finished tying up the people?
Not yet.
Okay. Have I finished tying up one person?
Yes.
Okay. I tie up the guy that has that had the
Sword.
sword. Yeah.
Ah! I forgot this is so close to the fractal. Why are you so close to the fractal? It's like.
And a man steps in from behind.
Oh my god, he's a Saiyan. Look at that hair.
He is.
Running from your crimes only compounds them. Samia, by order of the celestial bureaucracy, you are charged with the imperial crime of revealing forbidden secrets of the afterlife and divine inspiration to mortals, yet scheduled to depart. If you attempt... Hello there.
Why are you here? Rose is going to have that kind of face, and her hands is like, why?
You agreed
you
to
here?
help me after all.
Shit.
Are you aware of her crimes?
Sarmia has no crimes. My mommy has no crimes.
What does Hayes say?
Hayes is looking at this new person. Does Hayes recognize anything about him at all? Like his authority, the stuff that he's saying?
This seems to be new to you.
Okay. Rose is conflicted right now because Nazukal is supposed to be the bad guy. Why is he the police? It's like, you're supposed to be the bad guy, damn it.
This seems like something that this one will not involve himself in. Like he doesn't seem to be deceptive or anything, right? He's just like rolling in like
Yes.
he's meant to be here. Okay, yeah, sure. Hayes buys it.
Samia looks at him. I'm tired of this. You will find me where it all started. And then she vanishes.
She's going to look at the only person that is mad. She's gonna look at Nazukal and it's like, I think you have her now. But she's gonna grab. Is Nazukal trying to leave?
Yes, he is.
She's gonna grab onto him. But wait, explain to me. What is this? Is she gonna die? Will she make it back?
You could have asked her all those questions yourself so many years ago, but you didn't.
She's always running from everything. She never tells me anything. All that I want is her to be to be free and to stop running. But I don't know, you guys were so rambunctious. Are you really
Continues tying up the people. By the way.
continue on. It's like, what is this? Suddenly I feel like the tables have turned. I thought bad people were coming after her, but you're saying that she's the bad person?
You are very naive.
That does not answer my question. Will she come back alive?
This is more complicated than you think.
Will she come back? Can she come back? Can she be free?
As long as she keeps running, the case has to be postponed.
If she faces it, is the penalty life imprisonment or death?
I do not believe she's afraid of the penalty to her.
Well, I am.
She cares for you, that's why she runs.
Well, I care for her. That's why I came all the way here to save her. When there's so many other things that I need to be doing right now.
If you want to help her, go to the court of Yen Wang Ye and try and plead your case.
Ooh. In Celestia? She's just going to guess.
Okay, so this information.
Yep.
Let me give the ring. Let me give the link.
Yen Wang Ye.
Yen Wang Ye is the judge of the dead in the celestial bureaucracy. He's the chief judge of the 10 law courts of the afterworld.
Whoa, he personally approves the casting of any resurrection spells.
Oh,
This is a different pantheon you're dealing with.
it's a pantheon. Oh my
What a
god.
boss.
Sarmia.
He slips a
you-
piece of paper into your hand saying, this should be the relevant case code. Now, until next time, or perhaps not.
Until next time, she's gonna repeat it. Until next time.
And he continues heading out.
Sarmia, why you anger someone from second edition? Rose is gonna freak out for a second. Then is he still tying people up?
Hey,
Yeah,
you
and-
finished tying.
And I
Good.
realized that the spell is gonna wear off eventually, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna start punching them until they fall unconscious.
Rose is gonna help with the pack of.
And Rose thinking now.
Rose is thinking.
He's
"Fuck,
is thinking,
Yeah.
sweet, we caught two of the guys that are behind all this. Gonna ask the portal boys some questions, get their statements, and then bring these folk to the prison.
Yay! He did something good.
Yeah,
It's productive after all."
exactly. Productive outing.
Hayes heads over to the prison, finds 2 cages that haven't been blown apart, puts them in repopulation +2.
Nice.
Uh,
And then
Rose?
he's gonna ask the portal people, like, what did you guys do? Or what were they trying to get you to do?
I'm not sure, but it seems that they had some kind of a rendezvous planned, and everything went down when the portals all went offline.
You mean the portals are offline not because of you?
The lady controls the port. I mean, her serenity controls the portals.
Indeed, that is what the man out front said.
We've tried contacting our other contacts across Sigil, but it seems that they're facing similar problems. Something big must have happened.
Well, you're not big. I mean, I bet you guys are part of the reason.
Understood. This one is appreciative of your cooperation.
No, they haven't cooperated enough. Hayes, what are you talking about?
Officer, please take her away and the prisoners. We really need to be...
Yes, Hayes will pick Rose up and then we leave.
No, I'm not done asking yet.
What more do you need to know?
If they're not the big one behind this, then what is?
They just said her serenity.
No, I mean, is her serenity just responding to their little mess?
It would seem so.
Okay. Hayes, from your understanding, if
She
like
steps in with
massive
Rose
shit happens in the city, then it goes on a lockdown.
Ah, okay. So basically, Sigil is the prison.
Yes.
That's why it's called the cage.
I see, I forgot. It's the doors and it's the cage.
Yes, that's why it's like, yeah, okay. Thank you for
Okay.
your
Meanwhile,
cooperation.
we move over to
Yay, we did it, Rosa.
Verity.
Yay!
Hello, hello.
Okay. Verity, you're running north and west to the prison.
Yes.
Okay. As you head up north towards the Penbrum's Parchments and Paper Warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
the two Harmonium officers signal to you. Officer Verity, communications are down. What's the situation?
I just got back from an investigation. What happened?
Communications are down. Nothing from the headquarters.
Did you come from the headquarters?
There's been a prison break of some kind.
Yes,
Can
I came
you
from the
help us?
prison.
Some people have run into this. Get out of there already, or you'll torch the place.
Have you been to? Did you come from the HQ or do you come from the prison?
Patrolling when things happen.
What did he say?
You're patrolling when things happen.
I will,
He turns to the west. You see the court.
yes.
And you see like the windows blown up and the prison as well to the south and east.
Is it the anarchists?
Yes, some kind of coordinated movement, I think.
Where were all the factors when that happened?
And there was some great meeting down in the Hall of Speakers about a memorandum.
I will head back to the headquarters right now. Do you need any help right now?
Can't you help us with
What? Right.
There's some escaped prisoners inside.
Okay, Verity will help. We'll help them.
Sure?
What did you
Oh,
say?
Verity too
You sure?
soft to say no.
He is too soft to say no. He will try to help as fast as he can.
Okay. This takes you out of the loop. And moving okay.
No. Sad.
Alara and Cole with a okay. Kurok, there's quite a bit of heavy lifting despite his definitely worsened state. Well, I must say, a lot of screaming around. Is it usually like this?
I have a feeling it's the thing Rosa was talking about with her teacher.
And then there's a loud bellowing from the Tower of the Worm. Goes, oh, is this some? Is this a dragon? No, not so soft. Are there dragons around here?
I look up and I know that's a worm, right? Like a mini
Yes.
dragon. Is that a worm? I have a feeling it's one
Something's
of the
burning. Smells like
a lot
cake?
of things. A lot. In fact, probably half of whatever we're going to pass through is either
Now, passing
burning or
the
broken.
bakery now, and you see the same scenes like, officers, they ran that way. And towards north, you can see some kind of a warehouse in fire. And like one harmonium officer in the front, one in the back.
As we pass, can I glare at the cake lady to intimidate her to go back inside?
No, they're behind a barricade.
Okay,
None
cool.
of them are outside.
Never mind then. Good. It's good that they're inside.
Okay, as you head further north, without knowing Verity's in the warehouse. Okay. Okay, do you see Ladies Ward L22? Just north and east of the 24.
Hang on one
Below
moment.
Dawson.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. The Fortune's Wheel gambling house, with like its bright garish lights, has spilled its tables out onto the streets. It appears that there are people making bets out here now, from behind enchanted cordons and safe rails. You hear me?
I missed
Yes.
the last part. Behind cordons and safe rails.
Yeah, there are people making bets, it seems. They have rolled out the tables of the establishment to get a better look of what's going on around.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Bless your face.
Okay, Alara has 0 reaction for this. So move. And then towards L18, as you get nearer towards the 12 factors at L17, L18, which was pointed out by Jorman before as the Temple of the Lords of the Nine, you can see that the doors are wide open beneath like the flanking banner of the Nine Hells. Smoke is billowing from the chimneys and forges, and you can see armed fiends of all kinds running in and out of the building. Some of them even running alongside Harmonium officers.
Alara looks at this because this is an unusual sight for her, who's been here for the past 5 days.
Roman
and-
and Mayweather is like, oh good heavens, Sinitha! There's so many of them. Is it an invasion?
The fact that they're working with the Harmonium, I don't think they're invading, more like they're working together. Whatever that's happened now,
They're working with Verity?
people like Verity. From what I've heard, Verity is the nicest one out of all the Harmonium.
He's the nicest one.
Yeah.
They look at each other rather aghast. And a fiend runs past you, black-scaled, one horn chipped off, the other still intact, grinning with greasy teeth. Greetings, citizens. We are happy to help in our civic duties.
Carry on. Alara looks at it like, what the fuck, bro? And then she looks at Yormund and Mayweather, and then she looks at Kurok, and then she goes to Kurok and goes, are you alright? Shall we keep moving?
What just happened? Something bad passed by. Smelled bad.
More like Yormund and Mayweather just found an oxymoron.
Tia whispers to you, Alara. Actually, this makes perfect sense. If they help with civic duties when the city's in chaos, there'll be better leverage later.
She turns to Ahe. Who has Ahe, by the way?
Ahe is unconscious. I'll say Jorman and Mayweather are helping carry him together.
She doubles back, and then she looks at the two, and then she goes, what just happened? He's not this intelligent on most days.
No, Tia said that.
Oh, Tia. Okay.
He's unconscious, he can't say anything.
Because he had Ahe just now. I was like, what? Very astute, Tia. Shall we keep moving?
She salutes and continues on.
Can I see where Noelle is?
Noelle is waiting outside the 12 Factors restaurant and tavern. Her face is drawn in a straight, tight line, and she just points. There's some kind of armed barricade around there. And the tavern keeper, Rom himself, is standing at the forefront of it.
I jog to Rom.
Give me a moment. This is a 12 factor. We are a respectable establishment. No criminal scum is getting through. And further ahead from the, you can see at the, across at the clock tower at number 14, where you all had your little soiree with the Olga's dinosaur. And just above it is L15, the Dusty Wake boarding house. You can see Harmonium officers running around here, like busting to doors and pulling out people that look like escaped prisoners or people that they think look like escaped prisoners. We're not harboring any criminal scum.
Okay. She goes up to, what's his name?
Rom?
Rom. Rom. You're sure none of the criminal scum went into this establishment, yes?
Absolute.
I need a room as fast as I can. I have injured people and we need to put them in a safe place.
Room? There's no rooms around now. Look, the whole city is in a mess.
Yes, but do you have any place that I can put them so that they're safe?
Do you not have a residence around? Some place with actual hospitalers or medics or...
These are the people I have on hand. We just came back from a very important mission. My Harmonium escorts have gone to see what this kerfuffle is about.
Shen? You hear one of the adventurers saying, and you're quite sure it's the adventurer. Does it have anything to do with what's going on?
I ignore them. Is there a place where we can talk?
Rom looks at you and says, "You're asking a lot of me by bringing so many people in at a time. Oh gods, they're outsiders.
You've met half of these people already.
You're not from Sigil, are you?
We've been here a few days and so far we've been taking care of a lot of businesses.
Okay, the Harmonium are going to be asking a lot of questions for people not from Sigil.
That is fine, I will answer those questions, but right now they need a safe place.
You'll tackle the Harmonium officers if they come?
I will.
We've talked to their factool. You want us to talk to officers? I think we can handle it.
We have worked side by
Alright,
side
then.
these past few days.
I will put this on good faith. Let them through, they're wounded, man.
Thank you.
What kind of wounds are these?
Okay, and then we go in, get settled, and then I'm going to do, within a span of 20 minutes, I'm going to do Prayer of Healing, which can heal 2d8 plus my, what's it? And it can 6 creatures of my choice within range.
Okay, Kurok taps you as you're heading inside. Alara, we are done for now. Thank you for everything.
Where will you go?
To Rokmal business.
If you need anything, before you go, perhaps you can wait at least 10 minutes. I can give you some energy, perhaps.
Balasa, will you wait?
I've waited long enough.
And let's go. Maybe next time, Alara.
I nod and then I start Prayer of Healinging.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hang on. I have to see who is like super bad.
Okay, injuries aren't important right now. What matters is, okay, the people you have with you, Alara,
Uh-huh.
morale looks to be very bad.
Okay, I know absolutely demolished is Seru, Ahen, and Malthar. Injured is Noel and Kurok.
Yeah.
The rest are fine. It's just morale is really shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to heal them first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except for Kurok. You know, I do that twice. No, I do that once.
Okay, healing doesn't get the unconscious people up.
Uh-huh.
because it was charisma damage.
Yep. Did Imalthar get
I
charisma
think
damage?
Imalthar went down by just damage though.
Yeah, if I remember
Okay.
correctly.
Okay, then he gets up after a fashion. Ugh. I would not appreciate doing that again.
Thank you, Imalthar. It seems that our comrades, ours for.
We seem to be missing a few of them. Did not everyone make it back?
We made it back. It's just that there's a fiasco outside right now. Apparently we made it back to a war zone. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but
Are we
apparently,
initiating maneuvers?
I think let's deal with the people we have with us at the moment. Something is wrong with Seru and Ahe. I
So
don't
this
know.
war does not involve us?
At the moment, no. We're merely casualties.
Let's see. They have suffered a great blow to their mind. I think only a long rest will take this off them.
All right. Imalthar, what? Can you stay there? Can you stay here with them? I have to brief everyone, at least those who are lucid. Please pay attention. And then.
Very well. Unconscious people, the doctor is in the house.
Thank you, Imalthar. Everybody, I know.
And then you
This,
hear Jorman going, "That's a rather large syringe. Do you really need all of it?" We are not taking any chances, are we, of infection?
Yeoman Mayweather, perhaps you can teach Imalthar something, and Imalthar, perhaps you can teach Yeoman and Mayweather something when it comes to the art of medicine. But right now we have to heal our people first before we can help anybody else. And if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken,
There seems to be some small debate around going there. Like they're getting along, but seems like Imalta is of the opinion that everything doesn't solve problems, and Joma and Mayweather seem to be of the opinion that he's using very big instruments for very small things.
Lara doesn't know what's going on with the healing thing. She just knows.
Anyway, presumably no one is dying, so presumably it's working.
Okay, that's good. How's Noel? Because I know Alara has seen that Noel feels that leadership is kind of teetering on the edge and she doesn't really trust what's going on.
Noel comes to you. Alara, I did a bit of a survey and I think morale's not doing good, my own included.
I can see that. If I'm not mistaken from what you've
I
shown.
would like to find a private room and rest.
I don't know if we can find a private room, but I'm sure Rom can
Perhaps
help.
nicely, don't worry.
Just let me know where you end up. Well, I don't want anybody to go missing right now. Especially since we have a few already wandering outside.
She nods and heads off. So what do you say to the rest?
She's going to say, hang on, let me think. Everybody, this was an exercise in trust and faith. I'm very happy that all of you made it out. Some worse for wear, but not entirely broken. After this, perhaps we could look for our leader, our commander, in this shit show we call Sigil. I hope tomorrow brings a new day, and we wait for our comrades to come back, preferably in one piece. I will not rest until then. And then she turns around after she sort of pets Imaltar, Yorman, Mayweather, and other people who are helping. And then she leaves the room, closes the door, and just leans against the door.
Did you do that on the spot or do you prepare it?
That was on the spot.
Alright, I'll
In
give you an
typical-
inspiration point for that.
In typical Shah fashion. Hey, what's
Hey.
up?
Yay,
I'll give you an
inspiration!
inspiration point for that.
Yeah, inspiration. And now she's like freaking internal panicking because now everybody's safe and everybody's being
I love
treated.
it because it was very honestly to Alara, very appropriate to the situation, and spontaneous.
Yay! Alara's
points for
turning
Gryffindor.
human.
Alara.
Yeah. Okay, but she's sort of internally panicking outside, by the way. Because now nobody can see her. She's like, self-judgment is on a record high. Yeah.
Alright.
What next?
So while Alara is panicking, Kurok brings Balasa and Fira along out of the 12 fractals, and around you, Kurok inhales, smelling the panic and fire in the air. So, you have questions, I think.
Question. What more is there to be said, Kurok? There are no questions here.
Oh no, not about this place. About Turokmal. About you and I.
Why would I have questions about that right now? I have all the answers to all the questions I need. It would be disrespectful of me to say that Turukmal is not on my mind right now. However, I would be lying if I said that it was.
So what is on your mind, Daddy? Take a walk. Smells like bacon, that one.
Kurok, have you ever felt so entirely useless in your life that you are not befitting of the power that you have, of the status that you command?
Many times. Many times.
This is not something I wish to be accustomed to.
It's part and parcel of becoming a champion. You've got to learn to fall first.
Have I not fallen enough already? I play by their rules. I bend to their will. And for what, Kurok? For what? Only to be demeaned and to be looked down upon. To have my power and my status revoked.
Then you learn that it's not for you.
Exactly my thoughts. I am not welcome here. It was a mistake to come onto this voyage.
Does Adam have a say in this?
He transforms a little more slowly than he'd like. And as Adam appears through the fire and flames, which have not been seen in a while. He's gotten used to switching on the fly. You can kind of see Adam sitting down on the ground, kind of knees pointing up in like a sitting fetal position. And he looks around to his surroundings and he stands up.
Fira gives you a hands up.
He takes it and he pulls himself up and he looks at Kurok. Hey, Kurok.
I've been here all the time.
You doing all right, man?
It's what I do.
Well, ever since you helped us, connect.
Yes?
Balasar is he might not show it, but he's really broken up inside, and I feel it. I feel all of it, and it hurts. I don't know what to do, Kurok. I don't know how to help him.
And you've never felt this before?
He's always been a shell of in his own world. This is the first time that I'm ever feeling what he's feeling. And I feel bad for the guy. It sucks.
Fira holds your hand a bit tighter, squeezing it.
I squeeze back.
Yes?
I think we need some time away, Kurok. I think I need to work with Balasar for a little bit. Just like the two of us, maybe with Fira. Alone,
That's
Maybe
why I'm
go-
finding you a nice place.
Wait, what?
You didn't think I was bringing you back to be with the others again, did you?
Wait, so you knew that I wanted to leave all this time?
I didn't have to be me to figure out things weren't working out. But I guess it was that last bit that really pushed it.
Wasn't an easy thing to digest when Verity stabbed the book. Let's just say I'm glad I wasn't on the outside when it happened. I don't know how I would have taken it.
Sorry you had to go through this.
It's all right. I mean, I gotta be the strong one between us two at some point, right?
I think it crossed your mind this question at some point. When Olgar taught you how to shift back and forth.
Question?
I think it crossed your mind. I think you said it as to why this wasn't taught to you earlier.
Yeah, I would. Like, this has been the best thing that's ever happened to me, at least. Balasar still shares his concerns and his anger, but why didn't you teach us this sooner? This is amazing.
It was a matter of duality, Adam, Balasar. You were born human, and you were born with the blood of the Grand Red in you as well. Two paths, two parts. We watched because we weren't sure which one would win. We weren't sure if we had the right to decide which side would win. You see?
Can I be honest with you, Kurok?
Please.
Waking up and not knowing what happened the day before, made me feel a little helpless at times. Made me feel like Balasar was always gonna take over my life. So to answer what you said, honestly, I think, and he kind of grips Fira's hand like just that little bit tighter. I think Balasar. I've always thought Balasar deserved to be the one on the outside, not me.
It wasn't our right to decide which side would win, which one we wanted to encourage. Olgar wanted Balasar.
Sounds very Olgar of him.
And
Never-
yet, that day when he headed off, after teaching you what he knew, he confided in me. Balasar wouldn't have helped him the way you did.
we can drink to that. He would not.
In some senses, I feel guilty, I suppose, letting you wait it out, letting you endure the whole business. Oh, Lad Balasar knows that if he wants to blame anyone for this late decision, it would be me.
I think he could never really be angry at you
Why not?
because he knows you can kill him. That's probably the only reason.
Does that make a difference? He's angry with his father.
Fair enough. Fair enough. uh, his mind works in strange ways, I'd say. It's a lot less predictable than mine.
Don't put yourself down. You demonstrated you can do things Balasar can't.
Well, I never thought that I was any better than him at anything. He was always stronger, more powerful, but
In Olga's case,
I guess you're right. In Olgar's case, he wouldn't have never helped. So yeah, I guess there are things I can do that he would rather die before he did or try.
keep going.
So for the longest time, I always thought Balasar, like I said, was supposed to be the one on the outside. After Olgar and you taught me about this duality thing, it's honestly changed my opinion of him. And he like wipes away some remnants of tears that he had earlier when he first transformed. When I'm inside there, I'm no longer locked in a cage. I feel his emotions. I understand why he's angry. And honestly, I hope when he's inside, he understands me a little better too. But that's up to him. He probably won't ever admit it. So what I'm trying to say is thanks for finally teaching us how to do this.
And Balasar, I know you're hearing this, so I'm going to say it anyway. You asked what it felt like to be helpless, as to whether, well, have you not fallen enough times where you bend to their will demean and look down upon? I'm going to be harsh here. You have been outside for about 2 days in Sigil. Adam has been outside for years. And then he leans back. Got all of that?
And you blink and you miss it. Adam kind of, Adam is now Balasar, and he kind of shakes his hand away from Fira, and he looks at Kurok dead in his eyes, and he goes, "Crystal clear, ex-champion."
So would you rather be outside or in? This is what you have to face to be on the outside.
Like we've been taught, Kurok, one problem at a time. I'll deal with it when it becomes unbearable. For now, I'll learn from Adam's past, and will learn to have some humility.
You want to hit me?
Very much so, yes.
Then do it.
He punches Kurok across the face with like a jumping Superman punch.
Roll damage?
It's like a D4, right? Plus strength.
Yes. Kurok did not receive any time to heal or rest, so your punch takes him across the face like denting one of the tusks in, and his face spins off to the side. Is that the best you can do?
Don't test me, Kurok. You know how long I've been inside.
Then get it all out then.
Fuck! And he unleashes fire upon Kurok in a breath form.
Roll damage?
He's going to use his dragon breath. Oh, whoops. It's 3, not 1. Yeah. And he breathes fire onto Kurok. Where his snout is, there's smoke and fumes coming out as he looks upon the champion of Turukmal. How does he fare?
Your flames wash over him, adding to the earlier injuries from all the things striking and sapping away his vitality. The smell of charred flesh and burnt hair from him. As he's like wiping and patting himself off. And Fira grips your shoulders. Balasa.
What?
Do you really hate him this much? Him, Fira. He needs to get it out. No, not like this.
I'm just angry. And I don't know who to be angry at. He's letting me take it out on him. Because as much as I hate them right now, I'm not going to burn those insignificant people you call friends. They're not worth my time.
Kira's eyes are wide and you don't think you've seen her look this uncertain before. Vanessa, is this how you've always felt?
How would you feel being trapped inside an inferior version of
I
yourself?
don't know, because that can't happen to me and never has.
Well,
I can't
I
pretend.
deserve a lot more than what has been given to me. I am the son of the Grand Red. I have all this power at my disposal. I can't even stop a man from stabbing a book. How do you think that makes me feel?
She looks towards Kuro, as if looking for an answer there. I wish I could say it gets easier, but it doesn't. Come, this way. Let's find out how Narpes is doing with her little recruitment drive.
He follows in silent anguish.
Even before we got on the boat, I mean, we've always been aware Turokmal has a different way of doing things. We weren't sure whether we'd fit in, whether we'd be welcome in. Narpest has a way of making friends. Different sort of friends.
Go on with it. You're coming to a point here.
He brings you down. You're not sure how you've been walking, but at some point you pass the pollution of the foundry district. The fire still rising from the forges, and the foundry guards standing around watching. It seems to be business as usual here. Clearly, they weren't affected by what struck the other districts. You can see part of the airship in the front yard being either repaired or salvaged. You can't be sure. Kurok passes his head in the direction, sniffing a bit, and moves you on past a different building at L38, a shattered temple of some grand design. He stops again for a moment, looking, and passes on, down towards the horrific smell of the ditch, where, through some small residual memory of yours, you remember this was where you first arrived on the first day. And this is where you met your first little friend. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Very clearly.
And further down to the hive as well, that amalgamation of stings and scents and desperation. Where Kurok stops at last, outside H38, the Snap Finger Tavern. And he pauses to wait for you, seeing if you have managed to catch your breath or compose yourself.
The walk has been long and good for Belisar. He has then since relaxed, if you can call it relaxed.
How has his thoughts transitioned?
His thoughts are currently, what does Kurok have planned? Why am I so powerless. Should be stronger than this. And Adam needs to learn to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Okay, give me a moment. No, this. Let's see, 102. Is the music working for you? Is the music working for you?
There's music? Where? Is it
Oh,
the,
sorry.
the one just now?
Yeah, the earlier link.
I see. It has run out. I apologize. I will restart it.
And there, standing out amidst the hive taverns of rat holes, indistinguishable except only by their names, the same wretched sort of customers in them, the one that does stand out is the Snapfinger Tavern. There is no furniture in here, or rather, no furniture that hasn't been glued together several times over. A rough house of sorts, where it seems that the criminals of various persuasions seem to gather here. And curiously enough, today, there seems to be some kind of a chair in the middle of the place, a little group seated around. And there, seated as if this were a simple knitting ring of some kind, is a gnome, a larger female, well-dressed and well-equipped, standing and giggling in her various ways around, slapping out everyone with the affable hit on their wrist or back that nonetheless sometimes topples them over. An unruly-looking sort in general, and all eyes turn to the door as Kurok enters, with the both of you in turn. Narpest. Champion, she responds. Ex-champion. Still champion to me. Flatterer. Anyway, we might need that second plan. She chuckles high, a little laugh of her own in a gnollish fashion. So, who do we have around? And Narpes beckons round the tavern to the various people situated there. All right, folks. Please introduce your secondary characters.
Is it happening? Is it happening?
Let me just close all this.
Who wants to go first?
How are we
I know some of
doing
you
this?
may not have uploaded pictures and all that, but let's roll with it.
We don't need the pictures yet, right? Technically.
Well, it helps a description if you do, but feel free to describe and go on as well.
Ah. Right.
If there was one
There
word.
is a warrior that's holding a great axe. He trots forward. It's like, ho, who is it here? Is this some addition to the entropy? Someone who can make more entropy. What's your name, kid? Mine is Marco Matuf.
He doesn't even wait for an answer.
Kid!
Narpes turns. I think entropy means some kind of chaos.
Precisely! Precisely, one of it.
How about you go around the table first, Narpest?
He
and
just comes and just like grabs Balasa on the shoulder. He's like, "Come, you're joining us, right? Yes, come along."
Narpes gets up and vacates a seat for you, which maybe you might recognize as being a small honor of sorts, putting you in there.
Narpest, I will burn your eyes out of their sockets.
Oh, that's great, Entropy. I would like to see that.
Yo. I think behind him there will be a green-haired Eladrin who's just laughing and laughing and enjoying it. It's like,
He's
this
like,
is so
"Ho, ho,
fun! This
ho."
is so fun! Entropy, yay! Entropy, entropy!
Entropy too, my friend.
Korok, Narpest, why?
Do you think they'll obey laws?
Anything that moves is in a great deal of fun! Keep moving!
And moves
keep moving!
and rots is great, Entropy. Wait, you haven't told me your name. What's your name, kid?
You
Balasar is recovering a bit from excitement.
Balasa, is it? Are you all outsiders? Are you outsiders too? I heard there are a lot of them around after that shipwreck.
Yes.
Let's hear it from some of the others as well.
Like from the back, hearing the word ship, wrecked, and then seeing somebody new, a female form with one silver eye and one brown eye walks by. She has silver hair, she has brown skin, but at the same time, just her eyes don't really say anything. They're just like, I wouldn't say devoid of life, but kind of blank. And she's going,
Mechanical.
scanning for new life forms. Hello, I am 1EM4N, but you can call me Iman. It seems that we have a new comrade. Greetings.
I love that voice so much.
Okay, I gotta compose myself. Fuck. I need to be angry.
It's so nice, right? I enjoy
Come
that
drink
voice so
up!
much.
And then he puts like a mug in front of you. On me, kid.
Drink!
Balasa, drink!
I do not drink. I do not need to drink.
It's not for you, but you can join too if you want to. He puts another mug in front of her.
Thank you.
Where
How do I
where-
drink? And then she just takes the glass and then she just pours it over her head.
Yes, exactly.
Is this appropriate?
What was that?
Is this the appropriate method that you call drinking?
Yay!
Yes. Drink.
Then I will
And
have.
pour on the floor. Yes, just like that. I love that entropy. So kid, Balasa, drink as well. And he just, like,
She
shoves
copies
it
and
in
she
your
throws the mug down just like Hoopro. Gong! This seems quite a
Grok.
jovial entertainment point. I will log it down in my system.
Rook takes squats down next to Balasar, grabbing a drink for his own and downing it, and
face.
passing.
Oh yes.
Give it a go. You'll be surprised.
Join us.
this is supposed to help me?
He just grins.
Oh, cool. He's like, oh, I'm gonna throw him with these weirdos, and then by the end of it, he'll be begging for the other group to take him back.
I'm not one to
The,
question.
the green hat
Your
dancer is gonna
judgment.
go up to you. She's gonna ask, why are you healing from excitement? Excitement is like everything. You should be excited all the time. Don't heal from it. Accept it and dance. And then she starts dancing.
I will endure this.
Dance for entropy.
Balasar, are you
Dance for
drinking?
excitement.
Balasar will look towards Kurok and say, "You've been a wiser man than I have. If you think that this is good for me, the burn marks on your body prove that you're willing to bet a lot more than just your life on this.
Iman feels
I'll humor you." And he takes a mug and he downs it.
Iman feels the change in
Yes!
the
Chug!
general feeling, and then she goes, I am glad that person named Balasar has decided to partake in the
So,
feeling
what
of
are we-
great enthusiasm and eagerness.
You talk a lot, Machine. What should we call you? Like Warforge? Warforge, right?
I guess it's a Warforge. You can
Her
call her
name's
Iman.
right? Did
Yeah.
you say Iman just now?
Yeah.
Iman.
Her name is Iman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Yep.
it's 1M4N.
Okay, I need to know your characters. Bev, I guess Mirko knows you guys.
You
except
can
for
ask her
Balasar.
name again. But she'll do the noise.
Okay, has someone not introduced themselves yet?
Yes,
Haven't
Kendra
spoken
has-
our name.
There was too much noise going on. Did not seem right for me to interrupt.
Oh.
Kendra will just like walk up to Balasar now that he's taken the drink and does not seem as angry as he was before.
Okay.
Hey, name's Kendra. Shake hand.
He does not take your hand.
Okay.
However, he places the empty mug in your hand instead.
See if you're sensible
That's the
around
thing.
him, he'll make you a maid.
Okay, Balasar,
Mm-hmm.
the drink,
Sure.
you're not sure what it's made out of, but there's definitely honey in it somewhere, and suddenly it sends all kinds of pleasant sensations and buzzes running through you.
Oh god.
It's great, isn't it? Kid Balasar, yes!
Feel it,
Drink
feel it.
more!
It's a nice brew, and like you can even taste a bit of oily scent in it or something. Like someone definitely put something a bit stronger in there for you as well.
Okay.
Con save.
It's called entropy.
It's called entropy.
Does Kendra know what drink this is?
Well, Kendra knows it started as apple juice, and then as it was passed around the bar to welcome the main guest of honor, everyone added a bit of something.
Including
Including
Like
Kendra
Mirko's-
herself.
Everyone added a special touch.
Yep. Mirko does something to the drink as well.
She just like gives the empty mug a sniff. Yeah, alright. Puts it back on the table and moves back to her chair.
So
I think-
now, Pess, what is this kid doing here? Is he joining us?
The Noel chuckles a bit again in a high-pitched laughter. And nods. Well, certainly. In fact, he might even be leading you on a mission.
Oh, great!
What?
Mission.
Mission! Let me know.
Kendra
I've
looks
not been on
skeptical.
mission.
Why are
for
they
a
so
long time.
excited?
Are we going out yet?
Why are you so excited?
It's gonna be great, kid.
How's the
Great
drink?
Entropy.
I've
Do you
never
like the
drank-
honey? I put the honey in. I can't find any sugar. Do you like the honey?
The
I
honey
put
was
some
stupid.
rat's tail
Why would you
inside.
put
That
honey
was good.
inside?
It's to make you move.
Okay, Balasa, make a con save.
Oh
I
my
put a rat's
lord.
tail inside. It has been there for 5 days in the sewers, but I figured it would be good flavor.
Oh.
The rat's tail has gained enough entropy.
Yes, for 5
Wow,
days in the
that's a
sewers.
good concept.
Balasar, you're holding on for now, but you're starting to feel like the weird, pleasant sensation passing around, or perhaps it's just numbness.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Mirko slaps your back like super hard, like poof. You're leading us on a mission, yes? Well, let us know what we are supposed to do then.
I don't
Hit
know what
Barasa.
we're supposed to do.
What you don't know?
Matriarch.
Entropy, yes, I love
What
it.
is the
We
meaning
just
of
do whatever
this?
you have in your mind.
Right. The matriarch looks up. The rest of the group is troubled with trying to get the glorious commander out of prison. I'm more concerned about the navigator.
Navigator of the ship, huh? What's the name?
A ship can fly without a captain, but not without a navigator.
That's true. You got any leads on this guy?
You see where this is going?
I don't. Please explain.
It doesn't concern you.
Well then, you're part of us right now. It concerns me as well.
Right. Kurok thumbs on the table a bit. So, we know where our navigator is. We had to do a lot of asking around, trade in a few favors. He's trapped in a maze of ladies.
Ah, the maze. Are we going there?
You want us to go into the maze?
I heard no one comes out from there.
We don't have to go in. We just need to open it.
So we bait the ladies to open a maze then.
This is so
He
exciting.
doesn't need to know.
Well, enlighten me, for I am not wise like y'all. He swings his axe a bit.
We're gonna die.
We have a contact at night who will fulfill the other end of the bargain.
Where should we go then? Where should we swing our axe? I'll have you know, stealth is definitely out of the window.
Yes, it definitely is when someone as loud and as obnoxious as you
Yes,
is around.
come to me, kid.
There's no need to hide.
Oh my god.
At midnight, we head to the Shattered Temple. For your reference, that's the temple you passed on the way at L38. The Shattered Temple was once the Temple of the Owl Scar before the Lady of Pain cast him down and destroyed his grand symbol.
Oh, poor guy.
It is
History
now-
lessons, kid.
It is now the main headquarters of the faction of the Aether, known as the Defiers. And it makes a certain sense that if anyone was to defy any sort of deification, this would be the meeting grounds.
Yes, for the kind of work we are going for. So, what's the plan?
You'll tell us more there, or are you going to tell us now?
Huddle together, everyone. And as he brings you on closer, he starts detailing out the plan. And I think this is where we'll wrap up for tonight.
No, Verity didn't get to see what happened to the HQ and said.
Verity.
Where did Verity end up?
No closure for Verity.
Verity ended up stuck in a warehouse helping them.
After that, he will go to headquarters though.
But then, here. Headquarters, do you read me? Hello, Tonacha, this is Aram. The communications are working again? Not quite exactly, I'm just right outside the room, sir. So what's the situation? Is the memorandum business dealt with? No, It shouldn't be a problem for now. It wasn't as clean as... No problem, Hara. Yes, of course. I imagine as much. What is it? They broke in? Yes. They broke into the Factol's room. Oh gods. Saren's gonna be so angry doesn't even begin to cut it. What's stolen? The records? The first copies? Aram. Nothing was stolen. That's good then. No. It would have been better if something was stolen. Nothing was touched. It means they know exactly what they're looking for, and they know we don't have it. And chances are, they know the Mercy Killers and the Governors do not either. This... Oh, you're talking about that? Precisely. Then... Where is it? I thought we... Not here. Not now. We do not know who else might be working for them. Who else might have leaked the information. Aram, I trust you, and I need you to get a small team ready. Very small. And then we're going to need to pay a certain few people a visit. Yes, of course. How soon do you need this done? He just gives Aram a look. And few heads are turned later on when Aram goes running out of the base. And we close.
No!
What is that? What is that thing? Oh, they missed it. They didn't find it in the prison, they didn't find it in the city barracks, they didn't find it in the city court.
Nope.
Didn't find it at
It
HQ.
is something.
Somewhere
Verity, you
else.
probably don't know because you are too naive.
Too low rank. I'm too low rank.
You're too nice.
I am scrub.
Oh
Sayal
no!
I
probably
don't have
knows.
movers
I
rank.
think Sayal knows. If Aram knows, Sayal knows. And they all know not to tell you.
No! Why?
Poor
Why?
boy Verity gets left out.
Aw,
Yeah.
sad.
Okay.
Didn't
They'll
Verity
tell
have
Hayes, and then Hayes will leak the information to you.
What do you say?
Verity have enough excitement last week?
Oh.
It's fine. Verity
We
can
killed
take
the
more.
book! We killed the book!
Verity can take more.
We killed the book. Hooray.
Rose doesn't know anything.
Okay.
And when I say hooray, I mean fuck.
I am sorry, but it has to be
Any
done.
questions before we close up for tonight?
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
One question.
Yes.
Why?
Why? Let it happen.
Get in here, kid, Balazar. Come and have a jolly time with me.
Balazar needs
Because
friends,
you're going to
man.
need people working on the other side of the law now.
Fair.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Kendra was trying to be normal and friendly, but you were like, no. So she's like, oh, okay.
Just like you
That's why you need
fucking...
Marco here, man.
You're
Yeah.
not,
Slapping
you're
in
not
his-
enough
Can you,
person either.
if you were the first one to start, then he would have identified that there's at least one reasonable person here. It started with crazy. It started with crazy, and then annoying, and then robot, and then he's like, okay, must be stupid, right? Here, have the cup.
You're part of the stupid now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, part of this misfit group now.
You have always been part of the stupid. Now you know.
Now you know.
And
now
with
you know
that,
how it feels.
I'm gonna have to stop the video. We'll see
Okay.
everybody next
Yeah.
week, and for the
Thank
rest
you
of us,
all.
we'll continue talking, but you guys don't get to hear it. Haha. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Entropy!